Hi, I'm going to have a look at reinforcement machine learning and look at how to apply it to the MACD trading strategy. So in Q-learning, we teach an agent how good an action is in a particular state by updating a table of values. And the agent has a distinct set of actions and a distinct set of states. So we initialize the Q table, which is a matrix for each of the possible actions in each of the possible states. As the agent works, we update the values in the Q table as per rewards. Gymnasium is a great resource to get started, and it has a lot of neat environments to play around with. We've got a taxi game, we've got control problems, we've got Atari games. To really understand what is going on, you need to look at the agent and training code to see what is happening. Here's the formula used to update the values in the Q table, and here it is in code. So we get the value as it is in the Q table for a particular state and action. Then we calculate a target Q value. Then we calculate the difference, i.e. the error, and then we update the value adjusted by a learning rate value. Now, to work with the MACD trading strategy, we need to compare a fast-moving average with a slow-moving average in order to determine the price movement. So we're going to want a stop-loss value, which is the price we're willing to lose in a particular position. And we're going to want a risk-to-reward ratio, which is the ratio between the amount of money we're willing to lose in a particular position to the target profit we want to take. So here's my rewards table. For example, if the golden cross occurs whilst I'm holding fiat, a buy action has a reward of 3, a sell action has a reward of -3, and a hold is neutral. If we take a look into the code of the agent, we will see what's going on. So here's the rewards defined for each of the states as per the reward table. The main business logic of the agent is to look at the price data and determine the state that it currently is in. If we go to the training code, first we prep the data and then our agent can start working. As per an exploration probability value, we either pick a random action or we take the action that has the highest value in our Q table. And then once we have our action to be taken, we can calculate the reward, which is the predefined rewards table, and then we can update the Q table as per the learning formula. So to start off, we have all of our actions and we have all of our states. Then we need to initialize the Q table and prep the data and initialize our key variables. So I'm using a learning rate of 0.1, a discount factor of 0.9, and an exploration probability of 0.3. And then I've got a bunch of help functions. And then we do the work. And here the agent has done its trades. And here we see the Q table with all of its values from the training. I'm going to run the agent again and first train to see if I can improve on this 1,283%. I've actually made less money. Let's see if I make more or less money by training for longer. Made a little bit more money here. I think I just got lucky with this first go. It's good to remember when we are looking at market data, we are not just looking at buyers and sellers. We are looking at the consequences of bots and speculators trying to game the market, as well as general sentiment that spills over from the real world. In conclusion, reinforcement learning is a neat way of building up decision-making logic from the environment.